Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're plunging into, well, something pretty baffling, actually. A recent discovery deep in the Pacific that's got scientists talking.
We're talking about this huge stone-like structure found by NOAA's Okeanos Explorer back in April 2025. It's massive, nearly 50 feet tall, over 7 feet long, just sitting there.
Yeah, way out there, too, about 160 nautical miles northwest of Honolulu. Initially just confusion, right? But they landed on an identification, an isolated volcanic dike.
That's the official word. So our mission today for this deep dive, is this just a really unusual piece of geology, or could it possibly hint at something, well, something more, maybe even a lost civilization?
Okay, so a volcanic dike, let's quickly recap what that is. It's basically magma that pushed up into cracks in existing rock, then cooled down and solidified.
Exactly, like a wall of volcanic rock cutting through older layers.
Mm-hmm.
But the really strange thing here, the reason it's got people intrigued...
It's the isolation, isn't it?
Precisely. Usually you find a dike inside its host rock, the rock it originally intruded into. But this one, it's standing alone on a mostly flat bit of the seafloor. The surrounding rock, the original casing, is just gone.
And wasn't there something odd about the erosion, too? I remember reading Val Finlayson, a geologist, pointed this out.
Yeah, Val Finlayson from University of Maryland. He noted that the area doesn't show the usual signs of erosion you'd expect, like from waves or wind, because the seamount probably never reached the surface.
So how did the host rock disappear?
That's the million-dollar question. Finlayson himself said some other sort of erosion or wasting process must have taken place. It leaves this big question mark.
And that kind of mystery, that opens the door to bigger ideas, doesn't it? Like that thought experiment, the Silurian hypothesis.
Right, by Adam Frank and Gavin Schmidt. It's a fascinating question. If there was an advanced civilization millions of years ago, how would we even know? Could we find evidence?
Because physical stuff, artifacts, buildings, they probably wouldn't last that long, geologically speaking.
Highly unlikely. Earth's surface is just too active erosion, plate tectonics, burial. Frank and Schmidt argue direct evidence is a long shot. Instead, they suggest looking for indirect clues, things like weird spikes in temperature records, unusual sediment layers, maybe even leftover chemical or nuclear signatures, a kind of planetary fingerprint.
Like geological scars of industry.
Yeah.
That really changes how you'd search. And speaking of underwater mysteries that spark these kinds of debates, we have to talk about Yonaguni.
Oh, absolutely. The Yonaguni Monument off the coast of Japan, found back in '86. It definitely fueled the imagination.
I remember the pictures, these huge, seemingly cut stone blocks, terraces.
Yeah, marine geologist Masaki Kimura has been a major proponent of the artificial origin theory. He claimed it's man-made, a stepped monolith. He estimated it could be anywhere from 2,000 to maybe 10,000 years old, linked it to Mu, Yamatai culture. He saw pyramids, roads, the works.
An incredible claim. But claims like that, especially in science, they invite scrutiny, right?
Yeah.
What did other geologists say?
Well, skepticism came pretty quickly. Geologists like Robert Schoch, John Anthony West, Wolf Wichmann, they looked at it and saw nature, not construction.
So what looks like steps or carvings?
They argued it's just how sandstone naturally fractures and erodes. You get these parallel bedding planes, vertical joints, add some earthquake activity, which is common there, and you can end up with structures that look artificial, very blocky and geometric. They pointed out similar natural formations on shore nearby.
So Yonaguni serves as a kind of cautionary tale about seeing patterns, maybe wishful thinking, versus hard geological evidence.
Exactly. It highlights how careful we need to be. Geology can create some truly bizarre and suggestive shapes all on its own. Critical thinking is key.
Okay, let's bring it back to the NOAA discovery, this Pacific dike. So geologically identified, yes, but that weirdness, the isolation, the missing rock, it keeps that door slightly ajar for speculation, doesn't it? Similar to Yonaguni in a way.
It does. While the dike explanation is the scientific consensus for now, the unanswered questions about how it got exposed like that, well, they linger. It just underscores the bigger picture. We've barely scratched the surface of the deep ocean. Over 95% is still unexplored territory.
95%, that's staggering. It means really anything could be down there.
Potentially. Every time we send down an ROV, every time we map a new section of seabed, we find something unexpected. New species, strange geological formations, who knows what else.
It really makes you think. So this Pacific monolith, identified as a dike, still nudges us to consider the vastness of geological time, the possibility of processes we don't fully understand yet.
And perhaps, just perhaps, hidden histories we haven't even conceived of.
So we'll leave you with this. What other wonders, what other strange formations, or maybe even echoes of the past are waiting down there in the dark, ready to challenge everything you think you know?